Hey everybody, it is Mike Young, a digitalnomad.net. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't watched videos already, if you are a regular subscriber, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I wanted to give you a little update here on this behind me. Verizon, not just Verizon, Verizon's in the corner. If you watched the channel before, you know how I made videos. Basically, Denise and I talking about how horrible Verizon Wireless is. It's like the worst provider. And I've stuck with them forever. If you know my history, back to 2011, when 4G LTE was launched, I didn't even have a home internet service. I just used my Verizon, and I was on the old grandfathered unlimited plan that didn't throttle you, kept you prioritized and everything. But over the last couple of years, that has really gotten messed up, and I couldn't quite figure out why Verizon had gotten so bad until I realized that this exists. Okay, Visible by Verizon. What is it? It's their super cheap discount mobile plan, which basically brings all kinds of other users that wouldn't normally be on the most expensive plan, which is Verizon, and clog up their network so that there is not enough bandwidth for everybody. And that's okay if you're not paying much, but if you're paying a premium price like I am and like most users are, well, it's a big problem. So what are you going to do about it? All right. Well, we thought about leaving Verizon altogether because we couldn't stand them so bad. And it's kind of crazy how it changed so much from the way it was when 4G LTE was originally launched and Verizon was like the network to now where they're like the worst. Okay, T-Mobile might even be better, and I've actually considering switch because I have considered switch to T-Mobile. We actually have a hot spot on AT&T. I'm making a separate video about that, the AT&T wireless broadband. So check that out on the channel if you're interested in that. But this is just for regular phone service. So what did we decide to do? Well, we were thinking about switching carriers, but I figured let's get one of the phones on Visible here, which I've had now for many months. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I could run this thing through all the different locations I go to over a period of many months before I can actually give you my honest, straightforward opinion as to the service. Because, like I said, I was ready to leave Verizon altogether. Now, the short version is I will tell you that based on my phone, which was becoming like a leech in terms of bandwidth, uh, whenever I put that phone in there, it would end up messing up our service altogether. Okay, so I wouldn't even use my phone anymore for data service on the hotspot or anything like that. But Visible by Verizon is something where you can get the service and you can have fully unlimited everything, although you're subject to the normal limitations, which are video streaming. Okay, there's caps on video streaming. There's caps after a certain amount of data, but everybody has those caps nowadays. Some people get priority on some of them, some don't. I have the lowest plan, which is a $25 a month plan, and there is no priority service. But I will tell you that based on my experience here over the last few months and on different phones now, since we have two phones on there, I can confidently say that the service is no worse than what I was experiencing before. It's not much different than AT&T because Denise had AT&T on her phone. Now she has Visible by Verizon. And the bill is so much lower. It's $25. $25. That includes everything. There are no taxes, no not E911 fees and all this other stuff. It's all in there. There is no other fees at all whatsoever, no matter what jurisdiction you're in. It's $25. Look down below. There's a link down below. Click on that link because that link will give you like $20, I think, off the first month of service. It'll also get me something too, but it'll give you $20 off the first month of service, which is amazing. It's only like $5 for the first month, and you don't need a SIM card. The other thing is, this is new technology with your phones where it's an eSIM, electronic SIM. So instead of this thing where you had to take the SIM card out, and actually it's one of my most popular videos ever is how to remove a SIM card without a special tool. You don't need to worry about that. Although I will tell you, once you get signed up and you have your eSIM working, if you had a SIM card in your phone, you're going to have to remove it. If you don't, you're going to experience problems. I've realized that firsthand. So that's the one caveat. You've got to pull that actual traditional SIM card out of there. And it doesn't work with every phone because not every phone is eSIM compatible. So if you have a newer phone like we do, you're okay. What else can I tell you? Service is the same or better. So same quality. Streaming limits. There are streaming limits on this. I think it's 5 megabits per second, something like that is a streaming limit when you're streaming data. Like if you're hooked up to a VPN like we are, or if you are streaming videos, things like that. But everything is unlimited. Hotspot, you got it in there. Only one device can connect at a time, I believe. That's another limitation. But you can get a what is it? A client router, a router that will actually absorb your signal and then distribute it to another router for more devices. So you can override that mechanically with your different hardware. If you choose to do that, check on my channel for previous things. There's a video on my channel where I talk about the rolling IT sweatshop. Okay, and in that rolling IT sweatshop video, I describe how these client routers work. I think it's a TP link is what I have, and it works great. You just got to make sure you check on it because sometimes it does become disconnected and you can't tell without checking on it regularly. But the bottom line is get visible by Verizon. If you have Verizon service, just switch. Okay, if you want the best, highest quality service out there, this is not probably it. You're probably better off with AT&T at this point in time in 2023. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if you are getting some value out of this video, which I hope that you are, please go down in the lower right-hand corner. There's 3 dots. It's either the thanks or the super thanks button. And please tip me, commensurate with the amount of value that I'm providing with you here. And think of how low your wireless bill is going to get for your phones. It's going to go way down because you're switching over $25 a month for hotspot unlimited, and also for data unlimited, and also unlimited calls, unlimited text, unlimited everything. So I look forward to serving you guys through this video. Just switch over. It's a no-brainer. You got nothing to lose. And check out my other videos on the channel. Please subscribe if you don't already. Give me a like, a thumbs up. It would really help out. And share this video with your friends who are paying more than $25 total per month in fees for wireless. And by the way, this is it's everything you want. Okay, don't think it's going to slow you down. I'm a heavy user. I'm the heaviest user there is, and I'm telling you, it gets a thumbs up. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.